Welcome back. Time for our Egg News. Let's check in with Jill Welke on this Welke Wednesday. But before we get to her,
do we have to wait a few seconds?
We have to wait because I'm so excited to tell everyone that I think Duncan gets pumpkin back today.
So you and Derek are
we were
fired
investigating.
Up for, it is a pumpkin morning for you guys.
I know. Well,
Duncan's got it.
I know. And fall weather is making a return this weekend, so it is the perfect time for it to come back. I can't remember when Starbucks is getting theirs, but I think it's the 29th. So they are ahead of the game. And hopefully Joe Welke is excited about this fall weather as well. She's over at Wax with her Egg News. Hey, Joe.
Well, I just soon have a little more summer. I don't get quite enough summer in, I think. I get too busy.
No, yeah, that's my hard part with this summer.
It's been so
busy
humid and sticky, and the bugs have been awful. And
the weather has not been the best. Yeah.
Okay, so are we going to be complaining about summer when it's 20 below, 30 below?
No, I hear you, and you're right.
I think I want to embrace the moment. How about that?
Embrace the moment. Okay. I love that.
All right, how about if we jump right into our Ag News? Let's talk crop conditions. And now crop conditions across the United States are looking good. The nation's corn crop was rated 71% good to excellent on Sunday. That is down 1% from last week, but up 4% compared to last year. That's according to the latest USDA Weekly Crop Progress Report. Corn silking was about complete, with 72% of the crop in dough stage, 27% dented, and 3% mature across the United States. And that is equal to the 5-year average. Iowa corn was rated 86% good to excellent, with Wisconsin at 82% and Nebraska corn at 77% good to excellent as of Sunday. Now, soybean condition held steady from last week, and the 5-year average at 68% good to excellent, with 82% of soybeans setting pods. That is 2% ahead of last year and equal to the 5-year average. Iowa and Wisconsin soybean crops are both rated 82% good to excellent. Winter wheat harvest across the U.S. is almost done, with spring wheat harvest moving ahead 20% this last week to be 36% complete as of Sunday. Wisconsin farmers had 4.8 days suitable for field work across the state this last week, with good growing conditions, but some farmers struggling to get into those fields, and you know it's kind of been wet out there, to harvest hay at optimal nutritional value. Now, topsoil moisture condition across the state is rated 92% adequate to surplus, with 8% short, and that's in southeastern Wisconsin. Corn silking is almost complete, with 54% of the crop in the dough stage and 15% dented, and that's giving the corn crop rating of 82% good to excellent. For the week, 93% of Wisconsin soybean crop was blooming, with 81% setting pods, and giving the soybean crop a rating of 82% good to excellent as of Sunday's report. Winter wheat here in our state was 94% harvested, oats were 72% harvested, and potatoes, those spuds, were 26% harvested as of Sunday right here in Wisconsin. And the third cutting of alfalfa hay was 82% complete last week, with the fourth cutting 18% harvested. Hay was rated 81% good to excellent, and pasture conditions were rated 70% good to excellent this past week. That's good for us beef producers out there feeding those cows on the grass. And now let's talk about tractor and combine sales. They were down in July. That's according to numbers compiled by the Association of Equipment Manufacturers. While the sale of smaller tractors were up slightly in July, total sales of tractors were down almost 5% compared to last year. And sales of tractors 100 plus horsepower, they were down just over 29%. And sales of those four-wheel drive tractors were down over 40% in July. Year-to-date sales of tractors were down 10% compared to last year. And combine sales, they're down all the way around. They were down 44% for July, with total sales for the year so far down 43% compared to last year. It just goes to show those commodity prices are having a big effect on farmers buying that new equipment or just different equipment. Let's slide on over to our market board. Corn for December is trading at 403. That is down a fraction. December wheat is trading at 523, and that's up 2.5 cents. With November soybeans trading at 1035, that's up a penny. And our cheese markets. Barrel cheese is trading at 181. That's holding steady from yesterday. With block cheese trading at 185, that is up 2 cents. And our grade AA butter is down a penny and a quarter and trading at 232. In our Class 3 milk futures for August, they are down a penny and trading at 17.41. September up 12 cents, trading at 18.88. October up a penny and trading at 18.25. And it's holding steady, and then it's up and down a little bit into next year for that Class 3 milk futures. That's what I have for your ag news and markets this Wednesday morning.
Yeah, and did you get hit by the isolated shower yesterday? Bob was telling me he didn't get any rain, and I got downpouring for a little bit.
I did. I was in the house getting ready to go do my chores, and all of a sudden, blast. I'm like, oh, I think we're going to delay our chores a little bit.
Yes.
But it was quite substantial. Came down pretty hard, and
I know.
definitely settles the dust.
See, it happened. Do you believe me now?
It did. No, I believe you guys know. So, all right.
All right, thanks so much,
See you,
Jill. We'll
Jill.
see you tomorrow.
Have a great day.